Hello, everyone, and welcome to our review on Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. I am a die-hard fan of Star Wars, but what's more important to me is I'm a critic first and foremost. I loved this movie. This movie was perfect. It made me feel the way I was when I first saw the original Star Wars. It's basically got everything from it that was great, but didn't copy from everything you loved beforehand, like The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it basically told a whole new light. I mean, the story is just so much darker, and it keeps all the humor of it and the romance of it. Just the whole fantasy aspect is still kept, but bringing you more down to earth at the same time. It was just magnificently done.
Yeah, basically what he said. It's a real great movie. I love the characters. Like I love them a lot more than when I did with The Force Awakens. Because The Force Awakens, you had two characters. I'm not even gonna talk about Han Solo. You're gonna love them automatically. But you had like maybe two characters. One character that he died and came back. This movie, there was one character. The first scene come in, they established his character with like one shot, like literally. That shows exactly who he was in that first 5 minutes he was there, and that was real great. He's like, okay, he's part of this team, but it's like, wow, he's doing what he has to do in order to get the job done. Like he has like no boundaries.
Yeah, they introduced the characters the same way they did in the original Star Wars movie, like Han Solo. You know who he is. He's a scoundrel right off the bat. You know his personality. I mean, he kills Greedo right off the bat, flat out, no warning.
I thought Greedo shot first.
Shut up. It's just no warning, no nothing. It was just perfect character development. You know it instantly. There are some people who believe that wasn't enough character development, but that's the same way it was in the original Star Wars. It's just, it was great. I hate when they renamed the first Star Wars. They titled it.
Oh, talking about A New Hope?
Yes. But literally, after this movie, it made me realize that it rightfully should be called A New Hope, but it just completed the entire story.
And the action scenes were so dope. It's like I already knew Donnie Yen was gonna be a badass. It's Donnie Yen, but homie was blind and comes out of nowhere just. I'm like, get out of here, boy. Yes, cool gunfights. You had hand-to-hand combat. That's dope. Oh, character, I love K2, the droid. Star Wars always deliver when it comes to making their droids actual characters, because K2 was sarcastic. He'd be a dick at times. He'd have like all these witty comebacks. He was hilarious.
Yeah, it was just amazingly done, and the way they went about it, they mixed all the old retro 80s technology that they used for the original Star Wars. The special effects and everything kind of blended together perfectly.
Great CGI.
Oh, and great cameos that came back. I mean, it was... A lot of people complain about it, but I thought it was well done, especially for what we have right now to do. It was just perfect. I mean, the one flaw I had at the beginning was Darth Vader seemed a bit too... I wouldn't say weak, it's just... He seemed too plastic. The first time I saw him, he seemed too plastic. But it wasn't that much to complain about near the end. It just became so amazing, the entire movie.
You see in the trailer, if you've seen the trailer, you see Darth Vader. Don't expect then Darth Vader to be like the main antagonist, the main person in it for like the majority of the film. Like he comes in and then he leaves. Hold on, comes in and comes. Yeah, I'll make sure that wasn't homo. But yeah, he shows up, for fan service, do what he has to do, and then he's out. So don't have your expectations high with Darth Vader. Just keep him low. Right there.
But honestly, my opinion, this is a movie worth seeing at the movie theaters over and over and over again.
But I mean, honestly though, I have no complaints. Movie was great. The story was great because it really did just take the opening scroll, story from
Star Wars: New Hope.
I guess I'm calling it New Hope now. From Star Wars: New Hope, and turned that into a 2-hour movie. And they did it perfectly. They didn't take anything from other movies. They made it their own movie.
Yeah.
They made it. Gave us characters we actually care about. Like I said, me personally, it was perfect. That's a movie that you definitely see more than once. I'm going to see it again.
It wasn't bastardized like The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
It was just perfect.
After I saw this movie, because I enjoyed The Force Awakens, even though I saw it when it came out, and then I just saw it again yesterday. So throughout the entire year, I only saw it twice, and it was cool. But after seeing Rogue One, dude, Force Awakens suck. I mean, oh my god, Kylo Ren. It's like the coolest thing he done was, had the beam sit there for like an entire hour and a half conversation.
And the second he took off his mask, it's like,
yeah,
I don't care no more. All right, well, that's our opinion on the Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Please come back and see other reviews that we have. Tell us what you think. Tell us what we got wrong. Tell us some insights you had that we did not get. Toodles.